Personally, I do watch a lot of shows through streaming services, and sometimes I do watch period dramas. And when I see the shows, most of the time the show is about the rich people's life because people admire rich people. Life is tough enough, so people want to watch rich people's lives and dream about their life sometimes. And also, it criticizes rich people, so it's not always about rich people's good side. Let's talk about the other side, where the media doesn't really talk about. Let's talk about the United Kingdom. Since I'm watching Bridgerton while I'm writing this script, I want to talk about the halfpenny, which was used to buy Lady Whistledown's paper. But to be honest, halfpenny was not cheap in that period of time. Since the show is about noble families dating life, we do not know the value of the penny, but let's go a little bit more forward. Queen Victoria era, one of the most famous eras for fiction. Jack the Ripper was the most known serial killer in the world, and we have to know the survival rate of the Victoria era. 25% of children died before the age of 5, and the life expectancy was 45 years for men, 50 years for women at the end of Victoria era. The reason that Jack the Ripper targeted female because during that period of time, the maid, junior position, made £13 per year with 12 hours of labor every day, which is roughly about $200 per month in modern days, which is very low amount of money, and there were more female population in Victoria era because men died due to war and diseases. So, it was the major reason why women did prostitution as a side job. The Westminster Review tried to make statistics of prostitution, and it was a lot. 2 pennies upright. This slang actually shows how common it was in Britain, and it is one of the reasons why women in the Victorian era were exposed to crime, sad history, and cruel reality. To forget about the cruel reality, the prostitute drank gins like water, and 1 cup of gin was about 3 pence, and the hotel where you can only sleep on the chair was roughly 4 to 6 pence. That's the side of stories that we don't usually see on the television shows. In the United States, they were having a hard time as well. That's why the hard time tokens were made. As you can see, these are really small amounts of money in modern perspective, but it was meaningful money. However, it was during the Andrew Jackson period. United States in the late 1890s, progressive era began, and it was one of the most important eras in United States history. People have improved their quality of life because we have experienced hard times and our life is much more comfortable and safer than history, and by seeing the past we can see our current society. As a millennial, I do find my life is tough, but at the same time, there are always opportunities in life. I mentioned a few times that we cannot buy the Tim Hortons medium double coffee with toonies anymore, but our technology, medical system, and importantly, we are living in a world where we can eat. Knowing history helps you to have a new perspective toward your life, and you will be able to appreciate what you have right now at the moment. Even me, sometimes, I question myself what life will be like in the future. We cannot see the future, but we can see the history, and we can foresee what we can see through the history. History is the mirror of our current life. So, there must be a solution for the problems that we are facing. So, appreciate your present. You can watch the past, but you cannot go back to the past.